hate panty lines. Like, I want to get it popping, you feel me? Like, you don't know me, baby. Puts his hand up my dress. What's up, everyone? It's your girl, TheKyannaAlexandra, and I'm back on screen. I'm back with another video. As you can tell by today's title, I'm actually telling y'all the legitimate story on how me and my now boyfriend went. And I say that because if you remember, like 2 years ago, I told you guys a story of when I started to date a guy, and that guy actually turned out to be my boyfriend. But I told the story a little bit differently, only because of the dynamic of the people that I was with, and I didn't want people at the time to figure out that him and I were talking, him and I had this thing going on, blah 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 blah. But I'm gonna tell you the real deal, like truth, holy tea, grab your snacks, grab everything, because this is how it actually went down. Now, things that happened in that story did happen, but it didn't happen like the location where I said we was. But now I can tell y'all the actual locations, who was involved, and you know, all the good stuff. So let's hop into the video. Now we in it, right? So if you remember in the other story, I'm gonna link it somewhere either up here on the card or in the description box down below. But if you do remember the story is pretty much me telling you guys, like, I was in the community, like when I moved to LA and I met him and da 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 da, right? Boom. Let's actually say what it is. So this is how it happened. I started working at Walgreens in October of 2019, right? And everybody kept talking about this guy. I'm gonna still call him, well, that know my boyfriend name, right? I'm just saying my boyfriend. So everybody kept talking about my boyfriend. He was not my boyfriend in 2019, but everybody kept talking about him, right? And I had just started working there, and I had never seen him. Everybody kept saying, oh, this is the guy, oh, he's so cool, he's so this, he's so that. I'm gonna just call him A. So A so cool, A so this, A so that, right? And I never seen my boyfriend, A, whatever. I never seen him at the time. So I was like, who is this A, right? And then, because every time I had work, he was not there. For some reason, we kept missing each other on this shift. Like, either I would come in and then he would come in after me and I had already left, or he was there and by the time I came in, he had already left. So I never seen my boyfriend, A, whatever, at the time. But boom, everybody kept talking about him, right? So when I finally, mind you, I had worked there for like 2 weeks, and when I finally saw him, I was like, yeah, like, you looking real good, right? And like, he instantly caught my attention, like boom, it was really that quick. And as you guys know, at the time, like, I was not into men at all, and really still now, but my boyfriend is an exception. So I really was not into men at all. So when he caught my attention, I was like, ooh, something is here and I need to pay attention to it. Whatever it comes out to, it comes out to, but I need to pay attention to it, because like, he really clicked to me and I've only seen him, like, that was it. And then I heard him open his mouth and I was like, oh, his voice is popping. So I was like, oh, I'm really interested now. Like, I'm really about to figure out what's going on, because I'm attracted like this, baby. I'm really attracted to A, right? So I'm now like in the crew at work, right? So it's like me, my friend Tyler, and then all of like Tyler's friends at the time. We were just like a clique because we were on like the leadership team. So we was just friends or whatever, like, with the exception of a few people that really didn't party and go out like that. But I was really friends with the leadership team at the time at Walgreens. So Tyler and his roommate were moving in together. They had just become roommates. They were moving in together, and they were having a housewarming party, and it was like, yo, you're invited if you want to go. Mind you, this is like a month in. Like, they're having a housewarming party in November. So I'm like, oh snap, like, I really think I'm cool. Like, yeah, I'm gonna come, right? So boom, they invited me. So I was like, I'm gonna go, right? And basically they invited people off the leadership team and invited people off the cashier team or the sales team as well, right? Boom. So I go to the party. Like I said, I have on a black bodycon dress and like this reddish brownish cover up thing, right? You know, something like very slight, but something good enough, because if A come through, I want to see A. Like, that's just it. I am in Tyler and his roommate's house. Like, we're drinking, we're cooling, having a good time, XYZ. You know, just everybody's getting to know me. I'm getting to know everybody else because, again, it's only a month in and I don't know these people like that, but I know them enough to be cool with them and party with them, right? Cool. So A comes through, whatever. Everybody says hey, we say hey, la la, XYZ. A grabs drinks, blah blah blah, whatever, right? Boom. So A gets back up, like we're in the living room, right? A gets back up to go in the kitchen, I think to like grab another drink or something like that, right? And my mom, like, let me go follow him and see what's goody in a hoodie, like what he really got going on. So I go in the kitchen, I follow him, and he's there like pouring up a drink or something like that. And I look at him and I'm like, what are we drinking? Or like, what you getting me to drink or something like that? And he was like, well, what do you want? Right? And I was like, surprise me, like make me something, like what's up, like hello, you know, I'm trying to see what you could do, like make me something. Right? So he like poured me a little drink or whatever, and we go back out and we drink, we chill, we hang around people, blah blah, stuff like that, you know, just chit chatting, blah blah, in the house, kicking, cooling, whatever the case may be, right? So at some point, I think I know we were playing like King's Cup and stuff like that. We were like really drinking, and I think some of the girls had left and it was only me, A, Tyler, and Tyler's roommate, but we were still chilling, kicking, whatever, right? So I think Tyler's roommate ends up either going to the bathroom or to like his room in the apartment, and I think Tyler goes into the kitchen. It might be the other way around. I don't know where these people were, but I just know they weren't in the living room with me and A, right? So they're not there. Me and A are drinking, and A, out of nowhere, puts his hand up my dress. Like, when I tell you, like, if this is my dress, he was just like, and I was like, and he was like, oh, so that's what we doing? And I was like, yeah, because like for me, if my dress is long enough, I don't like panty lines, right? I hate panty lines, like with a passion of 1,000 suns. I hate panty lines, right? I really hate them, so I don't put them on when I'm wearing a dress that's long enough, you feel me? So my dress was long enough, so I'm not wearing no panties. Like, okay, I'm not wearing no panties. So I didn't have him on. He put his hands on my dress and he was like, oh, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, that's what we're doing? Yeah. And I think he said something like, oh, that's what you're doing for me or something like that. And I was like, I mean, if you wanted to be, like, you know? So at this point, I'm like, okay, so we at the same point, like, we really on it popping, like, we know what's about to happen. Because for me, I'm brand new in the city of angels. Like, I want to get it popping, you feel me? Like, that's just it. So I'm like, I just go back to his house, you know, and really get it shaking, you know? And so... And so when everybody comes back from wherever they were, we were just sitting there chilling, but then we started to hold hands for some reason. I don't know why. If I could find the picture, I'm putting it up. I think I know I have the picture on my phone. Like, I'm putting up the picture. Like, we were just really holding hands. Like, mind you, I don't know this man at all, right? And I think of it now, like where we're at now in our relationship, I'm just like, you don't know me at all and I don't know you, and for some reason, like, you wanted to hold my hand. And I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I know I'm supposed to be, I don't know if we just like twin flames or whatever, but you wanted to hold my hand? You don't know me, baby. Anyway, I mean, that's how people like communicate, physical stuff like that. But again, like, if I just know you for the rest, I'm not gonna hold your hand, you know? But anyway, so we're like literally holding hands, trying not to have people see us holding hands. So we'll hold hands and like somebody come, we'll like let go, whatever. But you know, we messed up. So what we think people didn't see, people see, you know, people saw. So again, sitting there chilling, just hanging out with Tyler and his roommate or whatever. And then after that, I think it's like 3 or 3:30, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go. And then A was like, he was gonna go too, but mind you, like, we are messed up, we are drunk, right? So we leave, like, we walk out together, out of the apartment together, and I think we might have been holding hands walking out of the apartment, but like I'm not really sure. But I know when we got downstairs to the apartment, like out the door, we were holding hands, just like walking, right? So my friend Tyler lives in Koreatown, right? And we just walked for an hour and a half. We just walked, and we were just talking and getting to know each other. And he was telling me how, like, you know, a little bit of his life, and I was just telling a little bit about my life, who I am, where I came from, stuff like that. Like, we are just walking for an hour and a half, right? During this hour and a half walk, we're also making out. We're also like touching up on each other. I remember there's a point to where we got at a certain part in Koreatown, and we just kind of stopped and chilled, kicked it, but we were still like making out, beat all over each other, stuff like that, like in the middle of the street. By the time we stopped and realized, like after all this walking we did, by the time we stopped and realized we should probably get home, it was like 5:30. It was legitimately it was either 5 or 5:30, but I remember it being mad late / early in the day / morning / night, and I'm like, dang, okay. But in this walk, I'm asking him like, so what's up? Like, we about to get it on and popping. Like, what you want to do? Like, you was really feeling up on me upstairs. So, right? And this is when he tell me like he's kind of not involved but not involved with somebody else. Meaning like he was interested in somebody. He wasn't with her. He was a single man. He was a free agent. He could do whatever he want. But he was interested in this other girl. He didn't tell me who she was. Yes he did. He did tell me who she was. He told me who she was, and I was like, okay, but like you're single, so I don't care about none of that. Like, what's up? And he was like, no, I'm interested in somebody else. Like they just started talking. Like they literally just started talking like 2 days before he kissed me. So I'm like, what's going on? But whatever. People have morals and standards, and that's good. So he starts on this other girl, and he was like, you know, I'm not trying to get you involved in anything with me because I am interested in somebody else. So I was like, dang, you waste my time. Like I was really tight, like, dang, okay. So even then, even he's still telling me like, you know, he was talking to somebody else or whatever. I was like, all right, cool. Like, just let me know when that's over and done with, or let me know if y'all decide to progress. Like, if it's over and done, come see me, because you know I was feeling him. And if y'all progressing, then like we could just be friends. It's cool, nothing major, nothing like that. So this is part 1, right? This is part 1 of how I met my boyfriend. I'm gonna cut it off here. I'm not gonna say nothing else because I am gonna do part 2 again, just so y'all could understand like what happened and how this actually went down. But again, if you compare what I said the last time and what I said this time, the only thing that's different was like where we actually met and how things actually happened. Because back then I was very new at that job, and I did not want people to know who I was talking about, nor did I want them to know like where everything started. But now I don't give a damn. It's my sounds like started up. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, comment section down below. Follow me on my social media. It is right here. Also, Pride Month is coming up, so y'all know what that means. Every June, what I do is I'll put out the Pride Month content. So get ready for that next month, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.